Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, and welcome to a brand new progression series. It's time to create our new main character, XX Bishop X. Ah man, all the good names are taken. So yeah, another progression series, starting from scratch for this one, because I'm just coin capping and doing dailies on my main account, which isn't very exciting content-wise. But this is already the fourth time that we're doing a progression series, so this time around I want to do things a bit different, especially with the presentation. So during this video, on the left side of the screen, you can see my stats, gear, etc. while I am completing the content. So you can see exactly how I'm growing as we are progressing through the game. I plan to play on this account for the next 100 days, basically until the summer update. So I hope you enjoy the videos and it helps showing how I progress through the game exactly. Also, a quick tip if you're just starting out, I created this character, got to level 30, and then I just didn't log in for a few days. That way, if you log back in again, you'll get rest EXP coupons so you can level up a bit faster. So if you are planning to play this game, prepare by making a character and then just not playing it for a few days. I got like 7 EXP cards this way. Also, we are on the Reboot server and we will make use of the Reboot box that we get as a fresh account. And as always, get your level 30 rewards from the guide menu for a good pet and a title that gives bonus EXP, Star Force and other stats. Like always, we're starting off by completing the Rihanna Strait and Elinel Fairy Academy theme dungeons for accessories, mesos and just easier leveling in general. Both can be accessed through the quest notifier and through the guide menu. Completing both will leave you around level 55, so we wrap things up in Gold Beach for the final 5 levels. As you can tell, we aren't exactly burning, there's no burning event going on to boost us right now. We also don't complete the Gold Beach dungeon, we just get to level 60 and then we just get out of there. Once we hit level 60, I accepted the Roro quest from the left side of the screen so I could unlock my familiars. I got a crit familiar, it ain't much of a boost, like 2%, but hey, all the little bits help early on. Our next trading spot is of course the Coppersan Drakes. This map isn't swarmed this time of the year, which is pretty nice. I also completed the Have You Learned About bonus stats and potential quests to get a ring and a shoulder. All the other gear that I'm wearing I just found from monsters or I got from the theme dungeons that we did earlier. After we reached level 75, I completed the Afterlands dungeon. I made a guide for this one that I still use to this day because if you forget a step or if you mess up, things can get a bit complicated. You'll have to backtrack like a lot, figure out where it went wrong. I don't want to do that, I'm just using the guide. I am using the 3 totems that we got from this dungeon and I won't get any others, so even though I cut them out for the overview on the left side, they are there, okay? After that, it was a short grind at Scorpions in Sahel 2 until I hit level 98. And I hit level 100 at the Dark Rash in Livre. Holy Symbol gives a lot of bonus EXP, so even though we're weak, we are still trading relatively fast. That's also why I picked this class, one of the reasons why. Holy Symbol, once you buff it up with your hyper skills, will give you a massive 70% bonus EXP and also 30% additional drop, so that's pretty good. After we completed the 4 job advancement, I starforced all of my lower level accessories and started grinding at Skynest 2 in Livre while waiting for a rune to spawn. I changed channels, tried different maps, and there was just no rune appearing until I hit level 105. That was very interesting. With our newfound rune though, I went to Zakum, normal Zakum that is, and well, what do you know, we actually got both accessories on our first day. And we reached level 111, so we can go to the next map. After we're done starforcing our items of course, we still got plenty of mesos from the Reboot box, so make sure to starforce your stuff, it just helps a lot. Our next trading spot is going to be Dead Teddies in Ludibrium, because these bad boys are weak against holy magic, so we deal additional damage as a bishop, making grinding just go a little bit faster. I also did Monster Park, make sure to run at least twice a day. I do not recommend using your hard-earned mesos to buy Monster Park tickets just yet. Doing that later for either reward points or mesos once you set up a bit more is fine, but mesos are going to be pretty scarce early on, so I would not recommend buying those tickets right away. But here in the store you can buy a pendant that increases item drop rate, which is great for getting more gear, so I would definitely recommend saving up for that. I also did a bit of upgrading and used the epic potential scrolls on our emblem and secondary. We got those epic potential scrolls from the Reboot box, rolling some lines of % magic attack and 3% int on some of our rare gear as well. From level 131 until level 141, I trained at Green Folktown, where I also completed the Wanted Sign quest in this area for additional EXP and mesos. The rewards are actually pretty good, so don't skip out on those if you're in the area. Now that we are at level 141, it's time for a different approach. Even though there is no burning event, there are a lot of other events going on, and those more often than not reward leveling potions that can be used after level 141. So I don't really plan on training, since I'm working full time now and I don't have that much time to actually grind for hours. You can check out my training guide if you need to know more about the training spots. So I completed the Neo Tokyo events, which reward a ton of level up potions. This event is available until the 21st of March, so make sure to make use of it while you can. It is super easy and everyone can complete it. You can also get a few level up potions from the guide menu once per world, and we're using those too. We're using all the bonk potions. You can also get a trade boost potion from the guide menu, by the way. I used that one to get my charm to level 30 so I can start using my pocket slot. I also improved my gear with Star Force and rerolled the legendary inner ability. No great lines yet though. To get more gear, I completed the first 3 quests from Lita Lawless in New Leaf City. This small quest line can be started over at the major and rewards a coin, and you can use that coin to get a ring, and that's what we're going for here, the NLC ring. Grinding wise, I stayed at mixed golems in future period until I hit level 199. Those monsters are weak to holy attacks, so yay for more damage. After hitting level 199, I went to Scrapyard to get a full level from the introduction quest, and voila, we're level 200. And after we got the 5th job advancement, I spent a grueling 10 minutes fighting Chaos Horntail for boss accessories. He did drop the full house though. We got all the gear that we were looking for. That was pretty nice. And we Star Forced that as well, of course. If an item can get to 10 stars, you can assume that it has 10 stars when you're looking at my gear. Also, I got the Unreliable Memory 5th job skill, so I can use Infinity again for more damage while grinding and bossing. This skill is pretty neat to use nowadays. I also got some cubes, and we got our emblem to unique and rolled 9% magic attack. I flayed my earrings for some bonus stats with the flames we got from the event. Keep in mind that most gear dropped by boss monsters can get higher bonus stats, so if you are using your flames, you can definitely use them on that type of gear first. And our weapon is now also epic. After that, it was time to start the long road of completing all the pre-quests in the Arcane River again. I was not looking forward to that. I skipped quite a few boss pre-quests and other things because I wanted to unlock my dailies so I can start working towards those. I think that's a decent strategy. First try to get to level 200 plus, complete this quest line, unlock your dailies so you can start working on your arcane symbols, because that's gonna be the biggest grind for now. And after that was done, we unlocked our Arcane symbol and reached level 202, so we could slowly grind for those levels to level 210, or we could use the level potion selector coupon to get to level 210. That one we also got from the Neo Tokyo event. Now don't worry if you're watching this video when the event already ended, the upcoming Yeti and Pink Bean event and the anniversary event should contain this reward as well. I got 2 useful boost nodes that I'm using right now at level 210, and I will get the Mana Overload skill next for that 8% final damage boost. Next, I did some in-between things before we unlock the next symbol. I got 3 familiar cards from the maps left of Edelstein, so I could unlock my first badge. When you get a familiar badge, you can start using 2 familiars, and I got both the critical rate and drop familiar that I'll be using. I also unlocked Easy Magnus, no shoulder or badge yet. With that out of the way, I completed the Choo Choo pre-quest. I dropped a lot of hyper stats in Arcane Power, but this was still a very tough pre-quest because of our low simple levels. The monsters did like 14k damage at the end. Oh, and before I forget, I also unlocked crafting so I could harvest those big plants that spawn in maps. Those are going to be useful later for when we start crafting potions. Next, I was working on another progression blocker, the Root Abyss pre-quest. You need to defeat the normal Root Abyss bosses 5 times before you can fight their Chaos versions. So we started that up as well. We're doing that every day now. And actually in one of those boss fights, a pop-up store popped up. Can you say that? Anyway, a store appeared where you can buy all kinds of good stuff and always use them if you spot them. And then finally I did Reverse City. We kind of skipped that because of all the leveling potions and I wanted to get an additional symbol first. Even though the training spots in these maps aren't that good anymore, you have to complete this dungeon because it doubles the amount of symbols you can get from the Vanishing Journey dailies. And you get a bunch of symbol selector coupons from it as well. It's a must do. And at this point we're almost at the end of the week already. I did a few more daily bosses like Hilla so I could get a pocket slot item, cubed more of my gear to epic and rolled more main stat with the cubes. I'll show my gear in a second. And I completed the first 2 chapters of the Silent Crusade questline so we could get another ring to fill up our slots and unlock the Arcarian boss fight. So this is where we are right now with my gear and notes. There is still a lot of work to be done, but our stats are coming along nicely for a non-burning character. I will probably tackle Chaos Cocoon and Normal Magnus in the next episode. I also plan to complete the Pink Bean, Von Leon and Cygnet's pre-quest so I can start fighting those bosses next week. We'll need a new belt and pocket item. I did not complete the Have You Learned About Pets quest yet for a free badge. The tutorial badge is not that great. And the pet lasts for about 7 days, so that's pretty nice to save up in case we need a pet. And that's all for the first week's episode. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you liked the format. Let me know what you think. I can also of course always change it around in case you have some feedback. So looking forward to that, and that's all for today. As always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Naisu, Cloudfix, Gussus Rodriguez, Digby, Vira, Trevor, Michael Menchaca, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Afterlord _MS, Striker Elk, Tidal 1 Pun, Radical Jaws, Riser RU, Sir Tito 655, Mathias Simonsson, PC Game Life, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, Conrad Crystallis, Ace Light, Mr. Narc, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Muka 1017, BNB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Priscilla, Brennan Cam, Fake Botnet, Feko, Victor Sundstrom, ceemak, Only, Rashid Alarudi, Galando Belavia, Gianfranco, Calderon Canavero, Lucky Beats, Matthew Def, Gummy Bullet, Lord Fazil, Sputz D. Kaiser, Zunnen, That Archie Guy, Grogo, Gabriel Eck, Louis Bento Brandao, and Dante Victory. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and happy mapling.